Hey, Shalom, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, blessings, salutations to you sincere Akim out there pushing the truth across the four corners of the earth. All right, and all right, man, I just want to touch on this this topic, man, because tis the season for these all-white parties. All right, which we know the shit that's really going on behind the scenes is anything but white, and it's black, it's dark, right? And you know, I just thought it's ironic, you know, because at the end of the day, we know the elect is going to wear all white, you know, symbolizing purity, symbolizing power, all right? Those virgins, all right, basically spiritual virgins, that's what it's going into. Okay, those who are found with no guile in their mouth. You know, and meanwhile, Esau, they throw the all white on. It was, you know, a little baby. Yeah, he looking real zesty, real weird. Right in here with all these different other weirdos who were being put through the process by Amalek. All right, then they put on all white. You know what I'm saying? But the scriptures talk about a man's countenance. Let's get into some scriptures. Fat Joe denies being Illuminati. I thought you took the chip already years ago. Let's get into it. And this is Revelation 3 and 5. Well, we got to get out of here, man. Scriptures say it's a shame to mention, you know, what they do in darkness. All right, it's shameful. Matter of fact, there's Ephesians. Matter of fact, Ephesians 5 and 7. Man, whole chapter. Start at verse 6. Let no man deceive you with vain words, for because of these things cometh the wrath of the Most High upon the children of disobedience. But be not ye therefore partakers with them. For ye were sometimes darkness, but now are ye light in the Lord. Walk as children of light. All right, the scripture talks about children of light. It says the children of this world in their generation are wiser than the children of light. All right, these Edomites, they know who we are. That's why they need you. You know, they put themselves in positions of management and controlling contracts, and then meanwhile they'll have Jake as the star, you know, the person with the actual talent, you know, and they're the blood sucker. All right, but you're not supposed to be a partaker with them, man. You're not supposed to have any kind of connection with them. Do any of this weirdo shit with them. All right, for ye were sometimes darkness, but now are ye light in the Lord. Walk as children of light. For the fruit of the Spirit is in all goodness and righteousness and truth, proving what is acceptable unto the Lord. And have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, but rather reprove them. You have a lot of our people who are in darkness, man, who are willing to go to Esau and whatever they got to do, whatever ritual, whatever process they got to go through in order to gain that fame, that contract, that whatever. They're willing to do it. All right, the scriptures tell us, but rather reprove them. For it is a shame even to speak of those things which are done of them in secret. All right, soy boy activity, zesty activity. That's why he's in the picture looking like that. You know, and Esau, Edom, they made sure that they got that picture too. You know, so later on, if whoever, little baby or whoever, if they get out of line, hey, we got some more pictures of you. All right, but all things that are reproved are made manifest by the light, for whatsoever doth make manifest is light. All right, so we're the people of the light. And that's why they tried to label us as black. Oh, these guys are black, 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 black. We're the people of the light. All right, they're the people of darkness. That's them. All right, the elect is going to be found, like I said, with no guile in their mouth. Meanwhile, with the wicked, it say they go forth from the womb speaking lies. And that's how you know the devil. They flipped everything around. All right, hey, 2 Corinthians 11:14, and no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light. All right, what do they call themselves? White. We're white. And here it is. You ain't white, you red. You have no melanin. Every nation has melanin. But you guys have made, having lighter skin because of, socioeconomics and rewarding people for, being lighter skinned and cake soap and all this shit. And and on another level, it says Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light. They put themselves as the people of God. So we're the people in the Holy Land. We're the people of God. Not understanding that you fall exactly into prophecy doing that. All right, because your works don't follow up with what you say. They really call themselves white. Oh, we're white. We're gonna look up white too. Gonna get the white. All right, but real quick, Revelation 3:5. He that overcometh, the same shall be clothed in white raiment, and I will not blot out his name out of the book of life, but I will confess his name before my Father and before his angels. So he that overcometh, the same shall be clothed in white raiment. And the elect is that's gonna be the ultimate white party. All right, the coronation of the elect, and being written in the book. All right, having your name confessed before the Father and before his angels. All right. And for every color you wear, it's significant too. It signifies different things. With them, I don't know the exact significance. It's just probably something. We know it's something on the left hand they're doing. Whatever. Who cares? We know for us though, that white, like I said, it represents power, purity. All right. Hey, white is hard to keep unstained. You know what I'm saying? That represents power. Hey, the Lord's coming. They said he's going to come back on that white horse. Now we know he's actually going to be on a chariot, but that white horse represents power. All right, hey, and you have certain garments that represent certain things. You have garments of war, war attire, war apparel. Okay, hey, Exodus 28:2, thou shalt make holy garments for Aaron thy brother, for glory and for beauty. So you have holy garments. It talks about the king wearing purple. All right, hey, Esther 6:8, let the royal apparel be brought which the king used to wear, and the horse that the king rideth upon, and the crown royal which is set upon his head. All right, and in the kingdom, man, we're gonna really see, because the Lord is the author of beauty. So in the kingdom, we're really gonna get to enjoy, garments that are made with one fabric, different colors, and being able to see, which materials for what. We're going to get the full download on that, man, because Esau, he's low level. They just put the shit so, plastic and polyester with motherfucking cheap-ass cotton. You know, you get some shit and then a year later it falls apart. Concerning the Lord, Isaiah 63:1, it said, "Who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Basra? This that is glorious in his apparel, travailing for aid." So he gonna have that girdle on, he gonna have his sword in hand, and he gonna have dyed garments, traveling in the greatness of his strength. I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save. Right? It said glorious in his apparel. He gonna have that war apparel on, looking glorious. Fucking you Edomites up. Hey, even when, you know, we were in a state of mourning, you know, even the king, you know, who had the nicest of clothes, you know, because back then purple, you know, it was rare. Certain colors were rare. You know, now, you know, through modern technology and stuff, you know, that's kind of gone out the window. But usually, you know, royal apparel is certain colors, you know, which were rare. Purple was made from some type of sea creature, which they had to get a certain amount of them, and then, you know, it was expensive. You know, when they came on this side of the world, though, Gad had, you know, found, you know, a lot of different berries and a lot of different ways to dye the garments, you know, and over the time, you know, technology and exploration, and, you know, they found this, which could be used to make this dye and this color. You know, even when they had the Pope, which, you know, we know the Catholic Church is completely off. The Pope wears certain colors at a certain time of year to symbolize the celebration of certain, which we know the Catholic Church is pretty much paganism, you know, mixed with the Bible, right, which is completely off. All right, so, hey, the real white party is going to be of the elect. I'm mad at the nerve of these niggas, man, to throw white on. All right, when you look up the priest garments, like Exodus 28, man, it's cold. All right. Uches of gold, it has the different engravings in it, the stones, you know, the ephod, 2 chains of pure gold, man. It's decked out. So you already know that white, when we put that white on, it ain't gonna be off-white, it's gonna be that bright, bright, bright white, that pure white. You know, like you own a white shirt, and over the time, you know, you could bleach it or whatever, but, you know, over time it's gonna, you know, start to look more soiled, and, you know, you might have sweat or you might have dropped something on it. Nah, man, we're gonna have that pure white. All right, that's why during a wedding, the woman comes out, you know, with white on. All right, ultimately the elect is gonna be the, you know, the bride. All right, which these bras, they put white on after they done been with 200 men. It's just, let's look up this word white. All right, of the garments of the angels, yeah, you have accounts where angels had all white on as well. And of those exalted to the splendor of the heavenly state, shining or white garments worn on festive or state occasions, of white garments as the sign of innocence and the purity of the soul. All right, hey, so the elect were ultimately going to be the real white people. Call Allah Yahweh Bashim Al Shai.